Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. This is the new jingle for Conor and James Discuss.
He just looked at me and said, I said, do you want to do this intro? I was like, we could do it this way. And he went, no, it's all right, I'll do it on the night. And then he did that.
The thing is, every time we go back to...
We're going to have to do that fucking jingle.
What was it? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Conor and James Discuss.
What we'll do is we'll just edit that out and put it at the beginning of every one of these episodes.
Actually, we're just going to do, like, fucking a scat singing version of the intro of the podcast.
If you're out there... If you're out there and you're good with music, please turn that into a real jingle. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to Let's Try Roleplay. This is Conor and James Discuss.
And this week, we discuss upcoming projects in the podcast.
Should we hit another jingle there?
No.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Conor and James Discuss. Right. Good. The thing is, we'll be talking for like half an hour, then I'll have to try and remember how to do it at the end, because we'll need to sign off as well. Right. Well, yes, anyway, on a there's a word. On a more serious note, we announced on Thursday that Henry's no longer going to be part of the podcast. Very sad. But we also said that we were going to talk a little bit more about how the podcast was going to work in his absence. And now we're going to just chat shit about that.
We haven't planned anything.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to do it on the night.
We're going to do it on the night.
So we've got a lot of plans for stuff that was coming up anyway. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, a lot of this didn't get recorded. It would have had, more than likely, we'd have had Henry in another campaign if COVID hadn't hit. It's just unfortunate that the plans that we had for our lives moving forwards have now come up faster than we thought, really, because we've had this sort of limbo that we weren't expecting where we haven't been able to do everything. So... Yes, coming up next is in either late August or early September.
Exclusive!
Is a campaign that I'm writing for, this will be Conor and Robin exclusively.
Exclusive!
So yeah, we decided that what we're going to be doing... we should say like flat out for the foreseeable future of the podcast is we're going to have a rotating fourth member of the podcast.
Yeah.
We've already approached our old friend Stacey, who has agreed to be involved in a future project with us, and we've also got. She
was on Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, our American Idol.
Yeah, American Idol, and she played a character called "Oh, This Is Bad."
Your sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, your sister.
Yeah.
From illegitimate sister.
Yeah. I can't remember the character that she played.
I can't remember the character you played.
I can't remember the character I played.
I remember I was Dick Stein, but that's what you get for coming up with a name like Dick Stein.
Anyway, she'll be back. We're so happy to have her agreeing to come back. We'll talk about what she's going to be involved in.
And it's great. We're already good friends with Stacey. I'm ashamed to say that I play Fortnite regularly with Stacey. And that's not because I play with Stacey, but that's because I play Fortnite. Still. But I am 12. So yeah, no, I play Fortnite with her regularly, and I know that she's been playing a lot more D&D in just her personal life since we played Call of Cthulhu. She has like a regular D&D crew that she really loves playing with, so she's going to
show us all up.
Yeah, she's going to come back in far more experienced.
Yeah, she's going to come in, she's going to have those voices down to a T.
Down to a T. Although her first D&D experience was with us. And so I think the cocking about has been a habit difficult to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly. when you sow the seeds that deep.
Yeah. So yeah, no. But we're gonna have this rotating fourth cast member. We've also got some other friends and family members that are interested in taking part in the.
My mum is coming on the podcast. My mum, Conor's mum, and James's grand discuss a new series.
A new series. That would not be acceptable to put out. But no, yeah, so we've got this fourth rotating cast member, which we're not going to do for the first campaign that's coming back. We decided that we wanted to do another campaign quickly, a shorter campaign to put out there, and we thought it would be nice just for the three of us to sort of find our feet again, playing D&D again. So we're going to go back to our roots and play D&D.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 5e campaign, and we're playing around currently with the idea of maybe doing a level 0 starting campaign, which would be quite fun, but we haven't really figured out the ins and outs of it yet.
Yeah. So we wouldn't even have classes yet. We'd literally
classes.
be Joe Blogs on the street.
That's a good name.
That...
Joe Blogs. Oh my god, what if you make shoes? Blogs Clogs. If you don't make that character, it's an NPC. I guarantee. I'm looking at Joe Blogs Clogs. So yeah, that's going to be our first campaign, and then I'm going to hand over to Connor, who's going to tell you a little bit more about his upcoming campaign, which we've been teasing for a while now.
Yeah. This is the campaign that we talk. I sent a message to Stacey a few days ago and asked her if she wants to be part of this campaign, and she said that she definitely did. So Stacey is going to be the 4th member for this campaign, and I'm just warning you now, this campaign is a bit out there. It's different. It's ambitious, but it should be really fun. So. And James knows bits about this, but doesn't really know the full ins and outs of it.
No,
but you should know everything.
That's
I'm not
purposeful, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
So Connor's been keeping us in the dark in this a lot. It's as much a surprise for us, the players, as it is going to be for the listeners.
So the idea that is going to be is we're going to be using the Powered by the Apocalypse system. Specifically, we're going to be using Apocalypse World as our game. This campaign, the idea is that the players, so James, Robin, and Stacey, are going to wake up 60 years after the apocalypse happened on planet Earth, where most of the population were destroyed by an unknown force, which will all come into play later. But the thing is, you wake up and you don't know anything about your previous life. You don't know anything about your backstory. I'm going to be creating your characters and creating their backstory and everything. You're literally going to wake up and you're going to have to work through the current story. You've woken up in this new world, don't know who you are, and shit's different. Shit's different 60 years later after the apocalypse. And also...
it's set within the real world.
It's set within Glasgow.
Within Glasgow,
Actually
nice.
Glasgow, yes.
Nice.
And throughout the story, you will, through methods which will come into play when we actually play, and I'll tell you about those then, but you will relearn parts of your backstory and relearn what happened before the apocalypse and why you guys have been spared by the apocalypse. And clues from your backstory, which will be slowly fed to you, will help you solve mysteries in the current campaign. So it's going to be 2 campaigns effectively at once, to how you're learning about the past and that's helping you with the future, and the stuff that you learn in the future, you know, in your current times, helping you work out stuff in the past. And it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be called In Media Res, which is, if you Google that, it pretty much means jumping about a lot between the story. Like, we're now here and now we're back, now we're here. So I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be different. Going to be weird. I don't really know anyone that's tried this before, so we are being very ambitious here.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really, really good. I'm honestly really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
As a person who really doesn't mind losing control of the character, this is going to be like really, really fun.
And it's going to be super. One thing I like about it, because in the past we've definitely done like revealed stuff about characters' backstories that all the people at the table have known, but it's only really been reveals for you guys, the listeners. But for this, any reveal that happens at the table is both a reveal for the players and for you at home, so it should feel super authentic.
I mean, normally when we play, the story is secret to the players. We don't really know what's going on, but we have a gist. Any twists and turns we're as surprised by as the listeners are. But this is a campaign where everything is in the dark for the players. I mean, we're not having character sheets to start with or anything like that, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a weird one. I love it. So
I can reveal a couple of things about James's character. He is gonna be a Scorpion King. And he is
like in the Mummy.
Like in the Mummy, he's got
Fantastic.
5 arms, and he used
5
to,
arms.
He used to
You
work
only
in
need 3 as well. So that's just
and
brilliant.
he used to work in a strip club.
When they called me Stinger. Nice.
So no,
Vanellope Venom.
So yeah, no, that's not true. Sorry, James. Sorry to drop that.
Damn it! I was gonna say this apocalypse is awesome. This is like Fallout level shit. I love it.
So, but no, that's not true. But all the people I've sort of created backstories. I know what they all are at the moment, but none of that's coming out until on the day. On the day we're gonna hit record, and it's gonna be like, well, you still don't know anything about your characters, and then we're just gonna.
And we had no idea when Connor planned this that we would experience our own mini apocalypse in the real world.
Yeah. What caused the apocalypse? COVID-19.
COVID-19.
I originally I was like, the year is 2020, and this is the apocalypse. But now I'm going to be like, no, I can. I actually can. So I pushed it forward. Like, the year is 2025. The apocalypse has now happened. It's a new one. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. It's going to be interesting playing a new game system. If you want to learn about the game system, you can buy the book online and stuff. You can read through it. But so if you want to listen to a podcast that runs in a similar system, listen to the Adventure Zone Amnesty.
Yes.
Because that runs the Monster of the Week system, which is
a recommendation for listeners and me, because I still haven't listened to it.
Yeah, so it uses the same sort of system. They use Monster of the Week, but again, it's the same rules as the Powered by Apocalypse sort of umbrella game system that a lot of these other games.
I assume it's kind of the same way that you've got the Star Wars role-playing game, and within that, Edge of Empire, Force of Destiny, and it's just
exactly
more specificities within each to make it more relevant.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's more apocalypsey stuff.
Yeah.
So just look forward to us cracking into some tinned peaches and going through some bins.
Lovely. Which there are plenty of in Glasgow.
Yeah, exactly. We'll come back and we'll have some good fun with some cannibalism.
Yeah.
When we record that. So that's going to be recorded when we get back, and that's going to come after James's level 0 campaign thing that we talked about there. So that'll be... It should start, maybe just before Christmas, around Christmas.
Yeah, we're hoping that the sort of mini campaign that I'll be running will be around 8 episodes in length.
Yeah.
And then this will be a sort of more full-length campaign in Connor's.
Hopefully multiple seasons.
With multiple seasons. So that's going to come. And I think it would be unfair of us now not to mention the fact that Robin has very kindly been running a for fun unrecorded campaign for us in practice to DM a campaign in the future. Which she will be writing. We've spoken in the past about the fact that Robin was going to be trying to do something for us. Unfortunately, it's just I think she wants to play more of the sort of being in a DM role just in private before she wants to record. It is weird recording, and it does throw you off a lot, I think. Oh,
definitely, and I think for someone who. The first thing we ever recorded for the podcast was Pokemon, and I'd never DM'd before, and we just dived straight into it. And I wish that I had a little bit of experience before, and it worked.
Whereas I DM'd a Star Wars campaign in private before we played the Star Wars campaign with me DMing as a recording, and even I felt really weird recording. I mean, at that point, recording was novel to us at that point anyway. It was still kind of early days. Now we just set up microphones to just get on with it, but it's so Robin will be. Have we said the name of this?
Well, let's not, because we don't even.
It's too far. That's too far in advance.
The
apocalypse will have happened by the time this comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
No. But Robin's gonna DM. She's been talking to us about this campaign she wants to run, and it's really, really cool.
It's dumb.
It's really dumb, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, you really just want to come and listen to us jackasses try and try and play characters in a really dumb way with Robin DMing us. There's a chance we might actually die.
In this campaign, the sort of private campaign that Robin's been running for us. We've also had some other players who are also doing a bit of practice for stuff that they might be involved in the future. My little sister has been playing in that. She's wanted to sort of get into D&D for a long time. She's still at that stage where it's a bit nerdy for her.
Yeah.
But we are
Connor used to be like that.
We are
Now look at
molding her into just the biggest nerd.
Biggest nerd.
And the hope is she's going to come in and be part of our season 3 of Star Wars.
Yes. Which we should mention is obviously Henry has been a massive part of the Star Wars campaigns up to this point, and so with his departure, it makes it a little bit difficult for us to continue the Star Wars campaign. However, it is going to be continued. Season 3 is going to be sort of the finale of the trilogy in classic Star Wars fashion. And
then we're going back to the prequels.
And then we're going to do the prequels. Tok'ra in diapers. We're Tok'ra, the diaper years. So we are doing season 3 of Star Wars. We haven't exactly figured out how that's going to work yet.
We have some ideas,
but we've been planning it out. Almost, it's highly likely that Henry wouldn't be able to join us for that campaign, and so we will be working around how to use Uma in that campaign or lose Uma in that campaign, depending on what we decide to do. We're not going to make any promises now because we just haven't decided yet. But that is going to be coming. Obviously, we're not too worried about it at the moment because having just released Star Wars, it's gone to the back of our sort of list of things that we need to get done. We've got loads of other cool projects, even more than the ones we've mentioned already, that we want to get done. So Star Wars will be something coming back in the future.
Exactly. We really want to give, for the sake of us as the players, James as the DM, you as the listeners, Henry as the character, the player that played Uma. We really want to give him the sort of, we don't want to just be like, and then he crashed into a moon.
Yes.
We're gonna get something that's story relevant, something that means something to the player, something that means something to the listeners.
Exactly.
And hopefully sort of keep that Uma door open for the future. So it needs to be something that makes sense in the story, something that means something to the players and the listeners, and that's what we're kind of trying to work out now. So whatever it is, it's going to be good. And it's going to keep some doors open for us for the future.
Exactly, and we'll see how things go with that, and we will keep you updated as we go. And of course, we'll that will be coming out in sort of probably late 2021 sort of time, if not, depending on what else we're doing at the time.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to doing that. It is going to work relatively well. We've already got some ideas in place. That means that it's not completely hinged on other character, all of the characters being involved in it all the time. And so actually we think it's going to be absolutely fine. The story isn't going to have to change really at all. Just one or two details need to be ironed out because we're trying to be careful with our continuity, even though it's complete dog shit. But when Connor and I sit down to do the planning of our campaigns and discuss things, for some reason continuity becomes very important to us, even though up to that point it's been so far in the back of our heads that there is no continuity.
We're turning into the executives at Star Wars, being like, yeah, there's canon, but who cares about canon? There's literally millions of the sweatiest nerds are just affronted by that statement.
Yeah, we like canon.
But, so, worth saying, similar idea for Ibethane 9 and Tholme. They will be coming back in the future. We want to work out what we want to do with them, whether
it's a campaign DM'd by one of us with a guest star playing a new character and one of our characters acting as an NPC, or whether it be something that we would like to try and do and get a guest star who is a DM onto our channel.
Can you imagine? Come control us.
Not telling them anything about what we do.
Yeah,
until
just
they
do
sit
not
down.
listen to our podcast before you come.
Yeah. You already are. But no, yeah.
I meant the DM who comes in.
Yeah, I know, but you just told them not to listen, which means that they are.
Oh, okay.
They've already listened, Connor, because they heard that, Connor. Continuity. Anyway, so yeah, no, we're looking forward to trying to pull that together at some point, which would be really fun. But the having a DM to DM so that we can all DM those characters, we're not going to hold those characters back at the expense of that.
Yeah.
We're not going to use them for the sake of using them. We want to use them, like we said earlier, like something that's meaningful to us and to the listeners. and something that isn't sort of an affront to the world and everything that Henry has set up, because we honestly, love that world, and it's wonderful, and we love everything Henry did. To do everything Henry did with it was fantastic, and we don't want to undo any of that. So we
also want to leave it open.
Exactly, we want to leave it open to one day being able to get all of us back together again and do more stuff with it. So we are going to have those characters back. In what form that is currently is unknown, because again, we haven't actually written any campaigns past the 1 or 2 that we've got upcoming. So the world is a changing place.
We also want VJ to come back.
Yes.
We will be dragging him back, kicking and screaming, strapping him to a chair and shoving a microphone in his mouth. And then we'll say, speak, do the podcast.
So hopefully he'll be able to join us again soon, which would be really, really nice. I think that's really everything we've got kind of planned at the moment.
Yeah, well, LTRP's not going away.
We're not going away.
It's changing.
We're also continuing to stream.
Oh, yeah.
One of the reasons that I've been, shit at streaming recently is that I have recently started the job that I alluded to in our announcement of Henry, that we were all starting jobs and that sort of thing. Having now settled into that, I have begun to stream again. Finding your feet, I think, at a new job, especially with everything that's been going on with lockdown and being weird, being in a house all the time and sort of working from that respect. It's been sort of difficult to motivate yourself to sort of get on, as I'm sure pretty much everyone listening can appreciate, having gone through pretty much the same thing themselves, I'm sure. So continuing the stream, and if you've been listening, then hopefully, if you've been watching the streams, then hopefully you'll have seen that Connor and I have been doing some Lego Star Wars stuff, which is awesome, and we're going to continue and probably redo some of the stuff that we've played already when the Skywalker saga of Lego Star Wars comes out. We're going to get that and play that through.
Yeah, see what differences there were.
Yeah.
Probably lots.
I'm currently playing a Pokemon Emerald, so hopefully you've seen the series of me playing that coming out.
You're probably just about to catch Rayquaza by now.
Oh, God knows what I'm catching by now. We're recording this ahead of time. So I'm going to set myself a challenge. By the time this comes out, I will have
the first
a
gym.
level 7 dog. It will... and then hopefully in the future we'll be able to get I'd really like it if Connor and Robin and stuff did some streams as well. I think you'd love to do a Pokemon stream at some point, play when you play Platinum or something like that would be cool.
Oh yeah, but the thing with the Wi-Fi, my flat is dog shit. But you can
work it out. Always come round to mine. But we'll hopefully be doing some streams and other types of streams and stuff in the future as well, which would be really, really cool.
Yeah, well, hopefully, in all honesty, some attention turned away from streams at that time because we'll be recording again.
Which would be nice.
Which, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
We've not played D&D in ages.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to own the D&D books. Henry has always been the one to have the books, and I've just always really, really wanted to own them, so I bought myself them recently. They're so nice. You can touch them and everything.
And yes, in that way.
Yeah. Alone at night with the lights off.
But they've got a really nice
paper cut.
Reflective screen, so actually light's just shining on those. Yeah. And then it just
They've got a really
colours.
shiny finish.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's because they're the collector's edition.
I'm not sure.
Gorgeous.
Is there anything else that we want to talk about? Future of the podcast?
Future of the podcast wise?
But Robin couldn't be here to talk about it because she's currently at home and not in Glasgow. But she shares all of our sentiments.
We should say as well, the reason that we've not been able to have Henry and Robin come in and speak about this stuff themselves is purely because Connor and I are the only ones currently in Glasgow, and we have all the recording equipment. Unfortunately, we're all on different schedules, and Connor and I are able to be in the same house as each other at the moment, due to the very, very nice Scottish buddy house system.
Yeah.
And so
because James is so alone.
I'm all alone.
He lives by himself, and so he's part of my extended family now. We've welcomed you in. My mother and my father.
Yeah,
welcomed you in.
It was real weird. They made me go through all the stages of childhood again. The nappies were a bit much, but I did enjoy the freedom. The freedom from the toilet.
It's potty trained again.
I think Daddy's going to do something wildly sexual. But unfortunately they couldn't come on to like give their own shouts and shout outs and own takes on everything that's going on. So we just, thank you very much to them for being patient with all of it. Thank you to you, Connor, for being patient with all of it. Thank you to me, most of all, for being patient with all of it. It's been a real weird time. We hope, again, we haven't said this in a while, we've meant it, but we hope everyone's doing well.
I know.
That everyone is like is coping well with that. I imagine by the time this is coming out, lockdown is already being lifted enough at the moment, so we're, hopefully we're not experiencing a second wave or anything by the time this comes out.
Don't.
But hopefully like people are able to start getting on with their lives again and get back to some degree of normality, and hopefully people haven't been too badly affected long term by this. We really, really hope you haven't. And we hope that if you have, we're giving some little help in way of distraction or brightening your day, or anything like that. We really just do hope that we are giving somebody a smile on their face with our random shit.
Right, I've got the jingle. I've been sitting for the last 5 minutes trying to remember what the jingle was.
The jingle
I've got it. So
right, thank you very much for listening. This has been Conor and James Discuss.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Conor and James Discuss. Is that how we end it? Is there do we have to put the music in after? I don't know. Goodbye.
Bye.